So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. Well, I'm sure you can see me, which is a bit unfair because I can't see you really. Thank you very much for coming. That's my great pleasure today and during these research and innovation days to introduce a new service that will be part of the funding and tender opportunities portal. Maybe some of you have already had the opportunity to discuss with my colleagues here in the Innovation Hub or down in the Knowledge booth, which is called the Horizon Result Platform. So I will just give you a brief introduction. What is this new service about? What this is new platform about? I will take that opportunity to put that in perspective with another initiative that you probably know, that is the Innovation Radar. I have my colleagues from the Innovation Radar here to see a bit how these two initiatives, they complement each other. And then I will let my colleague that is in the back of the room give you in a few minutes some hints what at least the first version of this new platform is about and what it looks like and what it's bringing. And then I guess we will have a few minutes for some question and answers. That's a short session, only half an hour. So we talk about exploiting the results. I mean, we are not the only one. There were many sessions during these 3 days that were talking about going the extra mile with the results coming out of research. We are integrating this into the whole of our endeavor. I mean, from the programming, defining the impact, to the evaluation, taking into account during the evaluation what is the impact that is promised by the project, to the whole project life cycle, following what is coming out, following whether the impacts are going to be delivered. So impact is really one key buzzword for Horizon Europe definition. And we are here in one of the aspects of impact, which is promoting the results that are coming of the projects we are funding in the context of Horizon 2020, Horizon Europe, promoting them, help them find the right next step. And maybe, as you know, this is going to be part of the Horizon Europe legal framework, or at least that's what's in the proposal, that all the projects that we are funding, whenever they have results, and if they don't exploit themselves these results, creating startup, pushing them to the policy world, whatever else, they have, this is an obligation to make them public. So they have to expose these results and tell the people, okay, we have found this, now we are busy with the next thing we want to search on, but if you're interested, we can get in contact and you should further exploit them. So that's really the global setup that is about it, and this is a component to that setup. So what is this new service about? It's about, as I said, helping the beneficiaries push their results one step forward, give them visibility, and help them find the partners, the funding, I mean, the end user, the demand side that will actually be using it. This is beneficiary driven, so it's up to the beneficiaries in all our funding from the first day of their project till years after their project, if they wish, to take some of their results and push them to the platform. They can push it also to another platform, but we will try to give them incentives to do it here in a quick and an easy way. It's multi-purpose, so we are targeting policy evidence results. And if some of you were in the Horizon Impact Award ceremony that has been done today at 12:30, you would have seen that some of the most impactful results are results that have impacted the way the policy is made, the way the regulations are made, and the way the policy can be built. It can also, of course, be go-to-market driven in the sense that some of these results, they have to bring innovation to the market, and they can be also look for further research, for further funding, looks for reuse of data sets. It can go really throughout the board. We don't want to build a repository of the results of the framework programs. So it's not about having thousands and thousands of things there that, okay, this is the archive of everything that came out of our project. We want really to target the results that are in look for further exploitation. It means that we will take care of their freshness. We will not allow things to stay here for years if nobody is taking care, nor the one who pushed them here, nor the one who may be using them. So that's really an important thing. This is really things that have a potential to be reused and are looking for reuse now. One thing that is also important is that we don't want to build a dry service. So you take your result, you push it in the platform, then you're happy, you go and you do something else. It will come with a number of things around. It will come with communication plans towards our project officers, towards the beneficiaries, of course, to explain them what they can do there, how they can bring the things here. It will come also with targeted communication towards the demand side, so towards potential financial investors, towards potential policy users, to explain them what they can find here, to help them find what they are looking for through a number of elements and data that we have about all these results. And finally, it will also come with an integrated view of the service that we can bring to the beneficiaries that are pushing these results here, because maybe their level of maturity is not there yet. Maybe these results, they need additional service. They can come from the Innovation Radar services. They can come from the boosters that are also here to help them enrich their business case and make it something more appealing. They can come from the European Enterprise Network. So there are different sources, and we will try to integrate all these sources around the users of the platform so that they can be, not only they have the possibility, let's say, to create visibility around their results, but they also have the possibility to improve and get to the next level. So at the end of the day, our objective is to build a pattern matching platform in the very generic sense of the term, allowing these results more than it is the case today to find those that can partner with them and those that can help them get to the next step. So let me say a few words now before we get to the demo with Yorgos, my colleague that is over there, on the Innovation Radar. Maybe some of you know the Innovation Radar. Does some of you know about it? Yeah? I see a reasonable number of hands up, so that's good. The Innovation Radar is first and above all a methodology that is here to evaluate the potential of the innovation and of the innovators. So the Innovation Radar has been created, I think, or has been launched 4 years ago. It has been created, that's a methodology that has been created by our colleagues of the Joint Research Center together with the colleagues of Connect. And that should be applied along the life of the project, really assessing where do you stand with your innovation, what's coming out, what is the level of readiness, what is the next step for you, what are the services that you may need if you're in this position so that you find your way mostly to the market in that case. And this has been applied on a number of calls and topics throughout the board. This is more and more applied. And here also in the legal framework of Horizon Europe, it is made clear in the proposal that this kind of methodology have to be applied in most of the calls and topics that we will be discussing with. So this idea that we have specialized experts in innovation following through this methodology, all the projects or most of the projects we have, so that we can detect the interesting things, we can see a bit where they stand in terms of readiness and what do they need, and we can help them get to the next step, is really what's core in the Innovation Radar. And what's nice is that we, of course, in the Horizon Result platform, will fully integrate the Innovation Radar. Its innovations, the innovations that have been flagged by it, they will be visible here, so they will be searchable. But we are also integrating to a certain extent the methodology, so you will be able to target innovations which are at an early level of maturity, at a higher level of maturity, for those that went to the Innovation Radar. But we are also extending it to the other results that the beneficiaries are pushing for. But it's, of course, your choice if you want to, if you're confident in what the Innovation Radar, if you're confident in what this additional expert, neutral expert has said and has evaluated in the project, you can also filter them out if you wish. So these two initiatives are really integrated together. Now I will let Yorgo guide you through a few views on what the platform is today.
Okay, so thank you for coming here. I'm proud to present for the first time. Well, I've been doing it for the last 2 days, so excuse me if my voice doesn't come out properly. It's a platform that is currently under the Funding and Tenders portal. And as Stefan mentioned, the idea is that if you have a fund from Horizon 2020 or FP7 project, you can simply go to your Funding and Tenders portal account, find the project you want to upload the result for, and just fill in a form that we have there for you. So what we've done is in middle of August, we sent out an invitation to a group of about roughly 300 to 400 projects to come for this pilot. And we had a very good response. We have about 640 results that came in. So it's a very simple concept. It's a lot like a YouTube search, where you have all the results with a given profile, and where you can search based on different things like keyword, country, and based on the needs. So for that, we also have in the front page some quick searches. So if, for example, you want to go straight and see which of these results owners are looking for venture capital, you can go ahead and see a pre-filtered version where you see directly the results that have been declared this need. Now, as Stefan mentioned, in Horizon and in FP7, we have a very wide range of projects and kinds of results. For example, we have policy-related results. We have ICT software, and for that we have different filters so that you can search what you like. Here, just to illustrate that we also have the Innovation Radar assessed projects where there is a dedicated search where you see here all the projects that have been assessed by the Innovation Radar. And then, depending on what exactly you want to see, if you want to see the already optimized, the projects that are in the most mature state, then you can just drill into these particular projects, or results, I'm sorry, and then see what they're about with a quick message, a quick video, who is behind this innovation. Okay, this is the Innovation Radar assessment. What kind of result it is, a description. This is what we published a few months back. It's Radical Innovation Breakthroughs analysis we did. You can find out more when you go to the website. Here, we allow our beneficiaries to decide who their target audiences are and what their needs are. So that is kind of facilitating a matchmaking. And here we have a free text where we ask them to specifically say what they're looking for. We ask them to say how they contribute to sustainable development. Here we ask them to say what is the state of their innovation. We try to map not only the very well-known technology readiness level, but also the so-called commercial readiness and investment readiness levels. They have a place where they can describe exactly where the current state of their innovation is and their unique value proposition. And of course, here they can list all the related projects. And here we have a link to Cordis where people can drill in and find out more. And of course, if someone is interested in it, then they can contact the person directly, the author of the result. Now, there are many different filters here. There is the keyword search. If you want, for example, to search, and excuse me here, I have to work with one hand, nanotechnology. Then with a quick search, you can find out what's done in nanotechnology. If you want to look, for example, who's looking for business angels, then you have all the projects looking for business angels. And okay, let's see how ready these people are. They have a pitch video, describe some keywords, who's behind it. They describe the result. And here what we have is a so-called investor's corner. Now this is a list of flags that are coming from a guide that that our colleagues from DG Energy produced, and 8 major venture capital firms came up with this guide. And basically what they do is they recommend to potential beneficiaries who come to request for venture capital, they tell them, this is what you need to prepare when you come talk to me. So we give our beneficiaries the possibility to tick these flags. If they have, for example, a list of patents, whether they're working or they have a business plan, whether they're working on a market study, and definitely a list of investors as reference or other references. And this makes the profile of the particular result more attractive. Here, there is a section where the beneficiary can put testimonials and references about their product or their innovation, their solution. This particular one has won a Global Innovation Award from Lloyd's. They have a Euronews article. And here they have a section where they can list where they can be found. It could be their website, it could be LinkedIn, it could be Twitter, it could be Facebook. They are free to list what they want. Now, since we're talking about the EIC and the accelerator, I would like to just perhaps give an idea that, for example, if we're looking for candidates for the accelerator, obviously we have thousands of results, and it might be logistically extremely difficult to send an innovation radar expert to all of them. So, for example, what we could do is we use this filter to see, okay, at which state of maturity are we interested in when we are looking for candidates for the accelerator? So we're interested at market deployment. So we have 79 results. Now let's see from these 79 results, what's been assessed by the innovation radar here? And we can choose all of them. Sorry, I'm working with without a mouse here. It's a bit... Anyway, so we have 3, another one, 4. Anyway, so here we have perhaps a list of 4. Now, how about all the others that have not been assessed? Well, instead of what we could do for the others is that we look at the profile of each, and then we shortlist which projects we want to assess with the innovation radar. So if we shortlist 30 based on what they declared here, some of them look very impressive. So, and they are also, this particular one is a member of the World Alliance for Efficient Solutions. And I don't know whether you know about this alliance. It's the alliance that was founded by Mr. Picard, who flew on a solar-powered plane around the globe. And this is an alliance that follows and highlights solutions that are globally excellent. So this, for example, is a candidate where we can indeed use the innovation radar to confirm that indeed they are in this kind of state of readiness. They say that they've done all their homework here, as you see. So we shortlist these results, and we send our innovation radar expert to assess them. So with that, I will stop here, and I give some time for questions. As I said, this is a brand new thing. It's literally ready since 2 days ago. And we want, like Stefan said, we want this platform to be a tool for the beneficiary, and we want the beneficiary to drive it. That's the key, and the key differentiator from what we had in the past. It's not a static one. It's something that we want them to come back, use. You can search all the results by a specific beneficiary, copy a URL and put it in your email, and do publicity for your own organization, your results. So, voila.
Thanks a lot, Jorgo. I think that we have now a few minutes to take some questions from the audience, if there are some, please. Yeah. Do you have the second mic? Oh,
thank you. So, my name is Emil Lezak. I'm representing a company which is leading dissemination exploitation activities in EU projects, and now we have 4 projects. Most probably I will be responsible to contribute to this platform behalf of the consortium. But as you said that this at least should be beneficiary driven. Which message I could forward to the consortium to be active as well on this platform to look for other collaboration behind the one of the other projects to be more active than usual? I don't know if I expressed my question clearly.
No, that was quite clear, and that's, of course, always a difficult question. As I said at the beginning, there were several sessions, the one on from exploration to exploitation. I don't know if some of you went there, where we abundantly discussed the question, I mean, how to make sure that the researchers, when they have finished a project and they've got some result out of it, they don't just jump to the next one and leave it there and then nothing happens, which is quite often the case. Okay, maybe sometimes it doesn't deserve to go to the next step, but probably in some case it does. So to your question, how can we motivate them? We should pay attention always of the providing side of the story. So these projects, there will be an obligation on them to do it. So our first objective is to help them, or let's say not first, but our easiest objective is to help them comply with this obligation in the easiest way. Because this platform is completely integrated in the portal, so that's already the place they manage their project. It means that if you want to create a result here, it should be very easy for them. It's also integrated with the innovation radar. It means that if they've been subject to the innovation radar, this can automatically appear here and be automatically linked. So the first and easy answer to you is that's the easy way for them to be compliant. Then what we hope is that through the services that we will attach to it and through the communication that we will attach to it, they will see the value of it. This is not going to happen on Friday tomorrow, because this is brand new, so it will take some time, but we hope that we will soon be able to showcase people that have had the opportunity through the platform to get in touch with interesting partners, to continue to go to market, to reuse their project, their results in the context of in a policy context, for instance. Yeah.
Eugene Sweeney from IPI Help Desk. It's a great platform to showcase the stuff, and I think your communications plan is essential, because what you really want to do is to get the investors and the partners to be looking at this. So are you planning any links with organizations like EBAN, Business Angel Networks, or other venture networks, so that they start using this for their searches?
Yeah, thanks a lot. When designing this, I mean, we got in contact with associations of business angels, investors, and so on, to try to understand how we can address and how we can communicate to them. We also understand that one of the challenges behind this platform is that this platform goes from A to Z what the results might be. And you, as a potential user of the platform, you're not interested in anything. If you come here for funding, you don't care about projects in look for partners for further research or for further funding for research. If you come to find some policy insight that might be useful in your region, for instance, you're not interested in some of the other aspects that are there. So I fully agree with you. The success of the platform will depend on the quality of the communication strategy around it and our capacity to push the results to the right audience at the right moment, and that will not be done only through the platform. I mean, Yorgos shows a bit. We will provide gradually, and we already provide, but we will intensify this, specific angles. You're looking for this, that's what we have for you, because so that you don't get lost in the overall set of results that might be there, and that will soon be very, very large. But the communication around it will be absolutely key, and the partnership with those who are working in that field. Is there another question? No? Okay, that's not too bad in terms of timing. So just let me thank you for attending this session, and do not hesitate to discuss with Yorgos, that will still be there in the Innovation Hub. He has a stand a bit further on the left. If you want to have further discussion, bring further input. I mean, this is just a start, so your input, wherever you have ideas, you have contributions you want to bring to us, do not hesitate to contact us. There is the implementation strategy paper that is still under consultation, so I know that some of you probably they went through it already, but these ideas are in. So you can go there and you can comment whether you like it or you don't, but you can also bring your ideas and say, okay, we suggest that you contact these partners to bring your ideas forward, or we suggest that you can do it in this way or in that way. We are, at that stage, very eager taking all the suggestions that may come from the different players around. I also want to highlight that at 3:45, I think, there is the Innovation Radar Prize, which is also a very nice initiative to put forward and to push forward the things that are coming out of the project. And for those of you, maybe some of you have seen this morning the Horizon Impact Award, which is more on previous innovations or initiatives or results, maybe 5 or in some case 10 years ago, that have demonstrated the societal impact, that have demonstrated that they can use tens of thousands of families, that they can prevent suicide of young people, that they can cure some rare disease. They have demonstrated their impact. So that's the other angle of the story. And the whole thing with the same idea, pushing the results of our projects one step further. So thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed these 3 days, or these days, or 2 days, for those who were there for not the whole duration. And thanks a lot for your attention.